can remember eating here as long as 45 years ago. My father had a barbershop right down the road on Elizabeth Avenue, and we would come here for hot dogs. And still, whenever I come back to the town, I come here. Hey, you, it's a classic Jerry's chili and mustard. Still tastes exactly the same. Getting all of my fingers, I love it.
My name is Dave Strojek. I'm the director of the Elizabeth Avenue Partnership, and we administer the Elizabeth Avenue Special Improvement District. So we do everything to improve, to clean, to beautify and promote the area. From food to professional services to retail, everything is down here at the market. Great restaurants and stores, so come down to the market and shop and eat and experience our great culture.
Tommy's is next.
These are the best Italian dogs. I get a double with a little chili. And double Italian hot dog, I love it. It's the best.
What can I tell you? Everything's great over here. Food is great. He makes his own sausage, which can't be beat. Hot dogs are the best in town. They won first in New Jersey in the Star Ledger Bowl one year.
We're standing in front of Santani's Meat Market. I've been coming here, or my family's been coming here since I was a little kid. So every Sunday, when my mom would make meatballs and we would have our sausage and our macaroni, that meat came from Santani's Meat Market. So near and dear to me. Very, very long time in business, great quality meats, and still selling to local people in the area as well. So if you're in Elizabeth, I highly recommend coming to Santani's.
And I know his father, Tommy, and I knew his grandfather, Tommy also. Used to cut my hair, believe it or not.
My dad.
He used to own...
LaSalle's Barbershop.
Yeah?
We have, what, a 5-minute walk from here.
Yeah, long time.
Long time ago. That was
some shop there, so...
Yeah.
They had everybody going.
I think he sold that around 1970.
Did he really?
Yeah. And then he was a jail guard.
Right.
Yeah.
He used to come in here every week.
I know. Every Sunday when I would eat my gravy, my mother's meatballs, sausage and gravy, it was your meat.
Yeah.
That we ate.
Every week.
Every Saturday.
How time goes by.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe how time goes by.
No.
Okay, that's enough.
Who made this? Did you make this? You know? This is called an Elizabeth pizza. This is what it's called. You don't see a pizza like this anywhere else.
That's lovely.
Elizabeth had more pizzerias and churches probably at the same time. I mean, and most of the pizzerias throughout the area were delicious. I mean, you go here. This is a rather new one, but
Yeah.
But you had Elizabeth Pizzeria up in
Ellen's.
North End. You had Dick's, you had Ellen's,
Reggio's.
Reggio's.
I actually had a slice there last night. I'm here with Mayor Chris Bolwidge. Chris has been the mayor of the city of Elizabeth for 20 years?
20 years.
20 years, and he's up for re-election again, and I'm pretty certain he's going to be re-elected. I've known Chris for quite a long time. We went to the same high school, and I thought it would be a good idea today for us to talk to Chris a bit. So, Chris, tell us, why do you love Elizabeth like you do?
You know, we're the fourth largest city in the state. Mike grew up here, born and raised in the North End part of town. Elizabeth has everything to offer, from all of the ethnic restaurants in our community to friendships that are created through high school. I mean, you and I met in Little League with your family playing Little League baseball, and then going on to the same high school after that. And here we are. Is it midlife or whatever we call it?
Yeah, I think it is. It's not the September of our years
No,
yet,
it's not.
but it's midlife.
We're still talking. We're still friends.
Yeah.
We follow each other on Twitter. We do things together, and kept track of you and your family when you were in Hungary. Elizabeth is about friendships. Elizabeth is about restaurants. Elizabeth is social networking before social networking was created.
That's a really very accurate way to describe it. There's a lot of relationships that we've built out over the years. We have so many common friends, and I think it's rather incredible how our commonalities and our common friends actually stay together. And the linchpin of everything is having Chris as the mayor. In my lifetime, Chris, how many mayors has there been in this town?
In your lifetime, too.
That's right.
There's been myself, and there was Tom Dunn.
Yep.
And Tom Dunn, if you talk about the restaurants in this city, Tom Dunn was the kind of guy that loved the restaurants. And Tom Dunn loved to bounce around the city. He was a guy who really enjoyed Elizabeth. And he was extremely close to the Italian community. Being an Irish guy, he relied on Italian support. to get him elected every year. And when Tom Dunn was the mayor, the city was broken into different ethnic groups, similar to what it is today, but there's a large influx of Hispanic immigrants, which has helped our community and it's helped our city grow. When Tom Dunn was the mayor, it was the Italians in Peterstown, and you had Spiritos. Spiritos, all life revolved around Spiritos. And then you had Santillo's. And if you grew up Italian in Elizabeth, you had pizza from either Spiritos or Santillo's during your lifetime. Probably on Friday nights.
Probably every Friday night. Absolutely. We both have married Elizabeth girls, so we didn't really go outside of Elizabeth at all for even our lives. And I've been away I've lived outside the state for the last 7 years. I'm back now, but every year I would come back. And it's a tribute, really, Chris, to the way you've managed to keep Elizabeth. Although it's different, it's still the same. And that's
it's different because a lot of people have either moved on or passed away that helped build Elizabeth in the 20s and 30s and 40s. But we have an influx of Hispanics from all over the world. And they've created new vibrancy in Elizabeth. And if you go on Elizabeth Avenue, you can almost have any type of Hispanic food you want. You can have Salvadorian food, Colombian food on Morris Avenue. You have Portuguese-American restaurants, you have Spanish-American restaurants, and we still have Italian restaurants here in this city. I mean, we're sitting here in Michelino's. Mike Labrace has built some 2 fine locations here in our city. And he was also a partner in Dolce, which was on Broad Street, originally called the Red Parrot. Served Italian food, and that was probably the first new Italian restaurant in Elizabeth. You have Sorrento's over on Westfield Avenue. It's been there for about 25 years. Serves fine Italian food. And
I think I had my first legal drink in there.
In Sorrento's or Dolce?
No, Sorrento's.
Sorrento's. So that's good. I have a lot of legal drinks in Sorrento's to this day.
See, and we all have good senses of humor here in Elizabeth, too. That was from the nuns at St. Mary's.
That's right.
We had to have humor to survive that. But Chris, it's been really great to see you today, and we'll love to see you
Mike,
again.
I'm glad you're back from Hungary. I think it's great that you're bouncing around New Jersey again. I look forward to spending time with you and your families. Your brother Tommy and your other brother Phil. I see a lot of Phil actually in the basketball court. And your cousins. It's good to see you, and hopefully I can get invited to that Colicchio reunion again this year.
You're on. Once we make the firm arrangement with Michael, we'll let you know, and we hope to see you there too.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. Okay. So this is it. This is Spiritos. This is the Italian-American restaurant in Elizabeth, probably in all of Union County. It's been here, I think, since 1930, so almost 80 years. Started by 3 brothers, Sal, Lou, and Tony Spirito. And we're going to meet inside Joe Spirito, who's the son of Sal, so one of the sons of the original owners. Come on, let's go inside and try it. I'm here with Joe Spirito, and Joe is the son of one of the 3 founding brothers of Spirito's Restaurant. It is the restaurant for Elizabeth dining. I easily have ate here more than 150 times in my life. I'm sure Joe's ate here even longer. This restaurant's been in operation now almost 80 years, so next year is its 80th. So Joe, in front of you have a menu from 1953. Do you think the menu's changed much in the 60 years?
This was the days before parm. There was no parm, P-A-R-M. We had veal, chicken, ravioli, but no parm. The veal and peppers was $1.35. Large anchovy pie, $1.30.
Veal cutlet and ravioli, 90 cents.
Yeah, it's ravioli was 75 cents,
Wow. And there were some interesting characters that came through these doors, huh?
Some Colicchios. There were some Colicchios, some Spiritos. There were all kinds of people.
There were plenty over the
You had
years.
to dodge the bullets, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, I remember being a very young boy with my 2 brothers, and my dad would take us here on a Sunday and sit us in the bar area, and then he would go play craps, and we did that for about a month until my youngest brother told my mother what we were doing, and that ended that. But we would eat the raviolis, the pizza, and birch beer. So birch beer has been a staple in this place forever.
Exactly.
But you come in here and like right here, Al, you can see that here's the bread, same Italian bread been getting for my whole life here. So what we do here is we tear off a piece and we take the Parmigiano,
Or the olive oil.
yep, and eat it.
You want the olive oil, yeah. We don't need butter.
No butter needed here. So here we are in the kitchen of Spiritos. It's a unique kitchen. You can walk from the bar into the main dining area. It's been like this forever. How many years have the chef here been cooking this food?
How many years, Alex?
27 years.
Look at that.
Without any exaggeration, my absolute favorite pizza in the whole world. Right here, Spiritos Plain Pie. This is absolutely one of my favorite foods ever. I've had Wiener Schnitzel in Austria and Vienna many times. I've had it in Germany. Nothing compares to this. It's thin, it's quality veal, a little breading on it, thrown into a fry master. Comes out with raviolis that have been made for 70 years the same way, with the red lead sauce, and it's just out of this world. Okay, so front of Spiritos restaurant, 1932, almost 80 years old. Classic, still making raviolis, veal cutlets, pizza, the exact same way, family style. Hope you liked it. Well, here we are at Santillo's Pizza on South Broad Street in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Santillo's has been around, I don't know, at least 50 years. Al Santillo, who we're going to meet in a minute, is the proprietor. He's going to be in there baking that pizza. He bakes bread. He bakes sausage bread. Excellent, excellent stuff. My favorite is their Sicilian pie. Hopefully he has one in there ready and waiting for us. So we're going to now sample the best pizza in the whole state of New Jersey. Come on, let's go try it. Al! What pie is considered to be your classic pie, Al? The pie that Santillo's is known for all over this wonderful state.
That large Sicilian pie, because nobody makes one like that.
He's absolutely right. The large Sicilian pie. Nobody makes it like Al.
No. But I made you something special because you were talking about my father. He used to make this pie I'm going to show you, and I made it for you today.
Wow.
You probably even forgot this pie. This is how he used to make his round pie for years. And I'm going to make you a couple of these. This isn't even on the menu anymore. This is a plain one. And then I think this one you got is a 64 style. This is the one with the grated cheese and olive. So now he's gonna knock himself out and see which one's the best. Nobody could do what I'm doing. Nobody. Once they bring Bobby Flay down, I'll teach him for 2 weeks, then he can have a contest with me after that.
Can't touch him. Can't touch this. Unbelievable. So, my friend Tony Manjo over here, his favorite food is pizza. Right?
Yeah.
Here we are at Santillo's, having the classic Santillo's pizza. What do you think, Tony?
It's amazing. I mean, it's like nothing you've ever had before. You know, you think of pizza, and then you think of Al's Pizza. It's something totally different. I mean, just look at the crust is different than anything.
The crust and look at the oil.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's not excessively oily.
No.
It's just got a really nice touch
It's rich.
of olive oil.
Very
It's
rich.
And
It's
that's
almost like a focaccia.
Yeah. But he makes so many different styles, so we could be here for days and just try new pizza. But Al's Pizza was named the best pizza in New Jersey this year, and there's no doubt about that. New Jersey Monthly was right with that.
Absolutely.
Al, thank you, Jess.
Al, thank you so much.
You're welcome anytime.
Thank you,
Everybody
salud,
want to
salud.
count through and say salud.
Well, after eating pizza and trying his breads and listening to the stand-up comedy act that is Al Santillo, we're all leaving here with a lot of goodies. There's a nice pizza in here. There's pepperoni bread, sausage bread, and just regular Italian bread. And it's excellent. We also got some wine, some homemade wine coming in. The unique thing, though, about Al's breads, his sausage and pepperoni bread, is that many places just take dough and sort of make it like a calzone and stuff something in it and say, it's pepperoni bread. He actually takes the exact same bread that he makes his Italian bread with and puts the sausage and pepperoni in it. And he puts chunks. So when you're eating it, you're eating a piece of bread and some meat inside of it. It's exceptional. So we enjoyed it. Maybe you guys should make it down here too. Santillo's Pizza, South Broad Street, Elizabeth, New Jersey. Here we are at the Valades Club in Elizabeth on High and 4th Avenue. There's no cameras allowed in here. Okay, so no cameras. We're again in the Valades Club. And here's a picture from 1950, so 61 years ago. And right there is my grandfather, Mike Colicchio. Here's another picture over here. This is my father's cousin, Mike Colicchio. There's a picture over here. That's my Aunt Maria right here, my Aunt Teresa, my father's sisters. And here is a plaque when the club was redone. There's some dedications there. My father had a dedication. My grandfather had a dedication to him. So there's a lot of history in this club. This is really the lineage of being a Colicchio. This is where we came from, Vallata. So here we are in Elizabeth, still at the Valades Club. The Valades Club has been around since 1907, and Vallata is a city, a little village actually, in the province of Avellino in Campania. And many of the people of Elizabeth came from Vallata many, many years ago, including my grandfather Felice, who came here in 1920. I have with me Mr. LaFace, who has been a member of the club for
54 years.
54 years. And although he told me earlier he's not Valades, the only way he got into the club was to marry a Valades. But that qualifies you.
Yes, thank you.
So tell us a little bit about you and the club. And
my wife telling me a story when she came from Italy. I didn't know when she came from Italy. She said she lived with her paisans, Felice, Colicchio, and Olga Colicchio. Felice and I would do some cooking for the club. I used to do some shopping for the club, and we had a good time. Mm-hmm. If you don't come here on Sunday, you don't come here at 1 o'clock to play cards, you can rest assured you just watch the whole day because nobody leaves. And then at the end of the night, the end of the day, they was cooking something. So the member eats something, then they drink more and they play cards some more until they get drunk. And then we had to walk them home, take them home. It was a great time that we had in this club.
That's a great story. I've never heard anyone tell a story before about my great-grandfather. So what he was referring to was my great-grandfather, and his wife came here and lived with my grandparents, my father's parents. Yeah. And hearing of that, my grandfather Felice loved to cook. That tells me why everyone in our family seems to love to cook. So it came from there. So this was a great story, and I really appreciate you telling me it. This is the end of a really fun day we've had here in Elizabeth. We did so many really wonderful things, and coming into the Valades Club,
it's your home.
It's home. I had my high school graduation party in this room, and those Sundays I remember being a kid coming here.
Only when the ceiling in the wall was metal.
Yeah, it was a much older room then. But this was wonderful. Thank you for letting us in the club, and we really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
It's my pleasure, truly. So that's it for today. Hopefully you liked what you saw today. EatItalian.com is doing something different, and they're doing something great for making sure that generations will remember what it's like to eat Italian, be Italian, and celebrate being an Italian American. So thanks, everybody.